Hello everyone, I'm Metis Balaska and welcome to the stream. So I was told I got a little loud last night, so I am going to try and keep my volume more in control tonight, but I might slip it into a higher voice. I'm sorry about that. It is New Year's Eve, and we are going back to Persona 4 Arena Ultimax to resume the P3 story before the New Year's. As I don't know if we'll be able to finish the game at that time, but I'll try. We'll just have to see. So let us get right to it.
Whew! That was a really good copy of Akihiko-san, huh? What a fight!
Junpei looks relieved as he watched the fake Akihiko-senpai melt, but something's bothering me. Why did the fake mention that he fought people using artificial personas on that bridge? Is it just coincidence that we fought people using artificial personas on that bridge? Crap, this isn't the time to be thinking about things like this. We have to save Igus.
Wait a second. Hey, Junpei, is that really the Moonlight Bridge in Iwatodai?
It's not like there's any other Moonlight Bridge, is there?
But remember how we found Club Escapade in this school earlier? That might mean...
I look across the now empty announcement room and a sort of white door and spot a white door behind the equipment. I look from it to the monitor, and it seems the door here resembles the one at the bottom of the tower near Igris's cross.
Hey, open that door!
Huh? This? Gotcha.
Bingo, it's just as I thought. Somehow, the school is connected to the Moonlight Bridge. The wind is blowing normally, and I see the lights of the city in the distance, making it seem like we really are outside. But considering how absurd this entire situation is, this Tartarus wannabe this is probably another crazy place created by the enemy. That aside, we're supposed to be in Inaba, but we keep running into places that have connections to ourselves. Even if they're all artificial constructs, there must be some reason why such a complicated trick is being pulled on us.
Hey, you, Igus. Yuka-tan, do me a favor and catch her.
Got it. Persona!
Junpei uses his persona to destroy the cross at the top of the bridge's main tower. I summon my own persona to catch Igus as she falls and place her gently on the ground. It was a bit rough, but I think it went well.
Igus, are you okay?
Junpei-san and Yukari-san, where am I?
Because Igus has regained consciousness, we listen to her account of what happened. Then we tell her our side of the story and what we've been through. Igus doesn't seem so worn out. Doesn't seem as worn out as Fuka, but she's definitely exhausted too. Her expression is dark as she speaks with us, most likely because she feels guilt over being caught. Just like Fuka, though, it seems that she has no memories of what happened after the car fell off the road.
I'm sorry. If I'd been better prepared, I would have been able to keep everyone safe.
Come on, it's okay. We still need to hurry and rescue everyone else, though.
Considering the situation, It would appear we were used as bait to lure you all here. I immediately lost consciousness after falling off the cliff. But I do remember something.
What's that?
I sensed that someone was close by. That must have been the person who's behind this entire case.
The culprit? I guess. Did you see what he looked like?
No, Yukari-san. But I did sense something odd about that person. I'm sure that it was a resonance of a plume of dusk.
Huh?
What? What's a plume of dusk thing again?
Simply put, a plume of dusk is what can grant a heart to machines such as myself.
Does that mean the culprit has a plume of dusk with him?
Oh, right. Machines don't work in the dark hour, so you have to stick these plumes of dusk into them, right?
Then is the perpetrator using a motorcycle or something like Mitsuru Senpai's?
No, that was not the reaction of a plume of dust being loaded into an electronic device. It was obviously the wavelength of a heart like mine.
But technically, they called Mitsuru's heart it's a papillon heart.
So, what does that mean? Is the kidnapper a robot like you, I guess?
That is what I cannot figure out. The reading itself was definitely that of a human, after all.
I'm starting to get confused. What's going on here?
I don't get it. A plume of dusk? That what's the culprit's objective here? Who is he anyway? We've come this far with our drive to rescue our companions, but could it be that we haven't made any progress at all? I feel anxiety creeping into my mind. According to the material from Kikuno-san, there's a high possibility that someone related to Ergo research is involved here. It got to the point that it was hypothesized that Shinji Yakutsuki himself might be the culprit, but we did see someone resembling him, and we did see someone resembling him. If we don't keep our spirits high, we'll never find the answers we're looking for. I slapped myself across the face in order to keep myself focused.
Thinking about it now won't do us any good. Let's make sure everyone's rescued before we discuss it anymore. Don't worry, there's no way we can lose against most enemies as long as we stick together.
We got Feather Pink on our side.
Yukari-san. Thank you. You're absolutely correct.
All right, let's go then. But, which way?
As usual, Junpei mumbles like an idiot and we sigh. Just after that, a familiar sensation runs through us, and it's Fuka's voice, echoes through our minds. This feeling, it's how Fuka communicates with us using her persona.
Hear me? Yukari-chan, Junpei-kun, can you hear me? Fuka, are you okay now? Yukari-chan, thank goodness. Teddy is helping me to strengthen my search ability. I had a vague idea of where you're all located, but I didn't have the strength to communicate with you on my own.
When Teddy sneezes, it cuts through my head like a knife. Hey, aren't there any volume controls? My inner ears are ringing.
My nose is at its limit.
Huh? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm gonna keep this short. I sense Lavras near you, Yukari-chan. I think Yukun and his friends are with her too. But I sense something large there too. It's possible that they're in combat.
My sister is here? Where is she?
Directly ahead of where you are. You should be able to reach them in no time.
Directly ahead. I look to the other end of the Moonlight Bridge and see another door there. That might lead back into the school
We'll
building.
head there immediately as well. Please be.
The communication cuts off. Our heads are still ringing from Teddy's nasal explosiveness. But now it's not the time to be bothered by such
Door
things.
on the other side. That must be it.
Okay, let's go. Will you be all right, Aegis?
My systems are not all at standard parameters, but they are steadily recovering.
We nod to one another and begin running across the moonlight bridge. Because the handrails and bridge girders are twisted oddly, the roadway is wavy as well, making it hard to make progression on. The fog is thinner out here than inside the building, and the green light of the moon casts our shadows on the ground.
Kind of brings back a lot of memories, doesn't it? Kind of like reliving a page from our youth, isn't it?
Don't be ridiculous. There's no way it would all fit on a single page.
I agree. This place is deeply important to me. It's also where everything started. I cannot let my feelings from that time go to waste. That is why we cannot yield, no matter what.
And we'll learn all about that when P3 Reloaded comes out next Saturday. Well, it's going to come out during the week, but I'll be playing it next Saturday. When we want to protect and being unable to yield, memories of similar feelings come flooding back to me. We all made choices back then and took control over the time we have now. For the sake of that, we cannot allow ourselves to lose here. Just making sure. Okay, next, Tartarus Tragedy. Now that I've recovered from whatever that cross was doing to me, I have enough strength to walk on my own. Still, it seems that whatever wounds I suffered are greater than I thought. After we leave the music room, we climb up a flight of stairs and step into the covered passage. I don't know what the signs in this place mean, or even if they hold any meaning anymore, now that the city has been distorted. But it would seem that something called the classroom building is up ahead. We proceed down a long hallway and that appears to go on endlessly. I can't tell whether the haze I see is because of the strange fog or my own fuzzy consciousness.
Be sure to return the favor with my fists.
While I've been on the cross, I've been thinking the entire time. We were the core, the shadow operatives, but we'd all fallen into the enemy's hands so easily, without any hope of escape. My own powerlessness frustrates me. But even then, I kept calm. We still have comrades, Ken, Koromaru, and our new member, Labras. We've grown so much that we were able... they've grown so much and were able to save me even after I made such a colossal blunder. Is that gunfire I hear? The sound rings out. The sounds ring out continuously, as if a battle is taking place nearby. We run in the direction of the sound. The sounds are coming from.
What is this place? It doesn't feel like anywhere else. Sonata-san, this...
Talk about having bad taste. Whoever's doing this really wants this to be the entrance to hell.
This is the entrance hall to that tower, Tartarus. 3 years ago, we would gather here day after day to challenge the seemingly infinite labyrinth. We lost and gained so much here. A number of emotions flicker through my mind. Labras's voice echoes across the hall. I turn to look and see Mitsuru up on the cross in the corner of the room. Her head hangs low, and she seems to be unconscious. That cross must be draining her power like what happened to me.
Mitsuda-san, we'll get you down at once!
Look out!
When we try to rush to her side, a barrage of bullets rings out across the floor, striking sparks in front of us. When the torrent of gunfire finally dies away, the air is filled with a white smoke, quite unlike the red fog that drifts about the area.
Confirming the presence of additional targets for elimination. Seriously, you keep coming one after another.
I guess.
Oh, there should be no problem. You can stay here and watch while I deal with them. It should take no time at all.
Additional targets for elimination. There are other people who had apparently been fighting Igus, rather this fake Igus, when we showed up.
Yukun!
Akihiko-san! Labris!
Master?
Labris is here too?
I immediately understand the situation. The rules of the fight here state that battles must be one-on-one, and I see those red pillars surrounding you, his friends, and the fake Igus. Most likely you has been fighting Igus while protecting Yosuke and Chie, who were already exhausted. The battle itself is one-on-one, but there's no rule saying that you can't attack your opponent's companions if they happen to be in the ring at the same time. And it looks like it's fair game to attack us as well. Seriously, these rules that are convenient only for the enemy are really getting on my nerves. The situation, though, the persona units of Inaba, their skills and abilities are far beyond ordinary. To think that they would be cornered this badly.
What's going on? You did this, didn't you?
As Labris lashes out in confusion and in anger, the shadow taking Igus's form answers with a twisted smile.
Of course I did, sister. I am a weapon. It is my mission to follow orders and eliminate all targets. Now, sister, why are you getting in my way?
Get in your way!
As you may have guessed, I am a duplicate of Igus, but I am such an exact copy of her specifications that I may as well be the real thing. I will carry out my master's orders. I cannot comprehend why you, a fellow machine, are trying to prevent me from carrying out my task.
And that's what separates you from P3 Best Girl.
You're a tool, just as I am, sister. Unfortunately, you were stolen in the previous battle, and now we must be enemies. The Shadow Operatives control you, while I take my orders from my master. Isn't that the only real difference between us?
That ain't true! I'm doing this of my own free will!
Free will? Is that what you base your argument on? Our memories are nothing but data, ones and zeros in our minds. How can you prove that what you know is true? That your mind wasn't written over?
A straightforward claim with the cold logic of a machine. This isn't good. Igus is probably the closest person to Labris, and like this fake said, if they really wanted to use Igus as if we really wanted to use Igus as a weapon, we could probably manipulate her memories to some extent. On top of that, there's no way to prove that to Labris that we've never done something like that to her. Damn, what a move. Labris's faith in us must be...
Labra-
Sonata-san, let's leave this to her. I'm sure she'll be fine.
Ken has his eyes fixed on Labris, even as he calls out to me. I see. These guys have just met, but they've already formed a bond through whatever battles they've faced so far. They believe in one another.
Sorry about that. You're right. I should trust in her.
sister. Friendship and trust means nothing to the likes of us. Yet you still attempt to fight me.
You're wrong. I'm an anti-shadow weapon, too. I can understand what you're saying, but there's something I'm even more sure of. Igus told me that going through the joy and pain of different things made her into who she is now. I remember that. And now I remember that the reason why I can stand here and fight you is thanks to all our sisters who died to make me who I am. Those are painful memories. But if I forgot them, I wouldn't exist. That's what I'll fight for. This pain ain't made up. These memories are my own that I formed with everybody else. They aren't fake. They're my heart.
Labrys.
Labrys.
Understood. Master, I have a request to make.
The fake Igus calls out into the air, into thin air. This creature, a lump of shadow, has a master. Who in the world would she be calling out to?
Testing, testing. What's this? A dumb old machine calling me up? What nerve? I'm a busy bear.
Forgive me, but I have a favor I must ask of you.
Huh?
Please lift the barriers on this battlefield and allow these people to come inside.
Huh? You want to let us in?
I want to fight them. I wish to crush all their bonds before my sister's very eyes.
What?
Oh, for Pete's... When you make a copy of a real person, the copy gets all the quirks of their personality, too. Ah! Well, rather than getting persona fragments from those dried-up old husks, you might get fresher ones from those guys.
Persona fragments?
Oh, did I say too much? Anyway, let's have a ring change!
As the voice of the vulgar fake Teddy calls out, the new red pillars descend and the old pillars shatter in response. I forgot he called Teddy. The new pillars drive into the four corners of the room, making this entire place into a fighting arena.
Are you alright?
Yosuke-kun. Chie!
We rush over to you and his friends to check on them. Good. None of them seem to be that badly hurt. After confirming their fate, they're safe, we turn to face the fake Igus again.
For inviting us in before your battle concluded. But we're not gonna show you any mercy.
There is no need to thank me. I am about to eliminate all of you right now, after all.
Time for me to make a comeback as well. This is a grudge match now.
You guys seem a little different from what I was expecting you to be. But I won't be fooled. I'll protect everyone with all my strength.
We haven't done Akihiko before, but I gotta.
Final.
What was that slowdown?
That was a nerve-wracking match. Congratulations.
Hold on, man. What was with that slowdown? I don't know. Nothing seems to be different. The fake Argus falls to its knees, and its body turns black as it becomes a shapeless mass. I see a hint of pain in Labrys's eyes as she watches.
Looks like we won.
You don't need to look at me like that. Either way, we only have a limited lifespan.
What do you mean?
We were created for the sole purpose of fighting you. Once that duty has been carried out, all we have left to do is expire.
Fighting is your duty.
I will not bid you good luck. I wish for my master to emerge victorious, if possible.
So why am I so off-center? There we go. With that, the fake Labrys loses all cohesion and falling into a dark puddle on the floor. Eventually, that begins to flow upwards, and it's like a film of syrup being poured in reverse until it completely disappears. That still appears slightly off-center. I think that's better. We watch this process to the very end while we think about our troubles. Koromaru, who had been sitting at our feet, runs off. That's right. This isn't the time to be sentimental. We have to rescue Mitsuru. Ken and Labrys run to the cross Mitsuru is hanging from. I go with Koromaru and speak to Yu's group.
Master!
Thank you, Akihiko-san. That was too close.
Huh? What's a dog doing here? I mean, he's adorable, but...
Sorry for causing you such trouble. It seemed like you were facing quite a difficult fight.
Ooh, I'm ashamed to call myself your student.
Nah, I should be thanking you. I'm sorry if you were all worried.
I decide to exchange information with Yu's group about the circumstances leading up until now and the situation in Idaba. They're surprised to learn that Ken and Koromaru are not only Persona users, but shadow operatives. Our conversation turns to the reason why Yu and his friend were having such a hard fight. Contrary to my suspicions, it seems 3 of them made it to this room almost unscathed. Then why did the fake Labrys give them such trouble? It's true that shadows take our appearances. It's true that shadows is taking our appearances can summon personas, and there's no mistake that they make extremely powerful opponents. But are they really so strong that they could hurt these 3 skilled fighters that badly?
Nah, that's not it. When we got to this weird room, we found Mitsuru-san up on a cross. So Chie and I rushed over to get her down, but there was somebody there.
It wasn't the fake Igus?
No, I don't think so. I didn't see a face, but the voice sounded like a guy.
You didn't see his face? How far away could he have been?
Well, he was kind of standing in the shadows. And the moment I saw his red eyes, my whole body froze up like I was petrified or something.
That's right. And when I went in to save them, I was attacked by a persona I've never seen before.
What is with this desync?
Red eyes. And a persona?
This doesn't make any sense. Previously, the enemy said himself that he didn't have a persona. Could this mean that there's someone else helping him? Someone with a persona, and powerful enough to overwhelm even you? Mitsuru was here. Perhaps she knows something. I move to where Ken and Labrys are attempting to get Mitsuru down off the cross. but they appear to be having some trouble.
This thing's not coming apart. What gives? It was easy enough to get Akihiko-san off of his. I'm not having any luck either. Damn it, why? Mitsuru-san, please wake up!
The two desperately call to Mitsuru while trying to undo the restraint and binding her arms and legs. At that moment, Koromaru stares fixedly at the door and gives a low growl as if to warn us.
What's wrong, Koromaru? Is someone there?
Someone's coming this way.
Footsteps approach at a leisurely pace down the hallway, and they grow louder. The tension and here in the entrance hall increases. Endurance hall, really. Eventually, the footsteps stop. A shadow reaches from the doorway all the way to the center of the room. It wavers in the illumination of the fog. I think I know who this is. Oh, nope. Totally not who I thought it was.
So I wasn't seeing things.
Suji Akutsuki. An unforgettable betrayal, an unfathomable insanity. Seeing him again, the spitting image of when I last saw him, brings back what he said. The death of everything, but also the beginning. 3 years ago, he made extreme sacrifices to put an end we made extreme sacrifices to put an end to his plans. Does this mean he has come crawling out of hell to torment us once again? Find out in the next episode. Revived insanity.
Shuji Ikutsuki.
This room that Akihiko-san called the entrance of hell. Koromaru-san remains in a cautious posture and waits to see what the person who had just entered the room would do. Akihiko-san pales, and Ken-kun stands frozen next to me.
Akihiko and Ken. It's been a while. Are you enjoying this?
You! So you were the one behind this after all.
Now don't glare at me like that. This is the perfect place for our reunion. It was quite troublesome to prepare. The one you're taking great pains to find will be the one giving you great pains. Or something like that.
Yeah. Shuji Akutsuki, without waiting for us to respond, he continues to speak.
We're finally reunited, and I don't even rate a hello? Or do you not want to speak to someone you killed? Is that it?
Huh? Killed?
Ah, you must be the 5th generation weapon Labrys. Poor thing. Didn't they tell you? That's right. They killed me. Of course, since I'm standing right here, I guess they almost killed me would be more precise.
That's ridiculous! You're the one who lied to us and tried to kill us!
Calm down, Ken. He destroyed himself. He can't possibly still be alive. Who are you really?
Oh, how cruel. Here I am, talking right before your eyes, and you still won't believe it. Why don't we ask the 3 who just arrived what they think of this?
We hear footsteps approaching from behind and turn around to see Yukari-san, Junpei-san, and Aiga tumble in. Just like Ken-kun and Akihiko-san, they're at a loss for words when confronted with the person standing in the center of the room.
Kutsuki! No way!
How are you?
Though the two of them are surprised, Aiga looks over at me. That's right, we can tell.
Don't be fooled, everyone. I can feel it. What's standing there is...
Indeed, that is not
Just a foolish trick. That's what I thought.
Well, you're a piece of junk, but you have a good nose, huh? You could have let me play around for a little while longer.
I will thank you to be respectful. Thank you very much. Being a fake is no reason to speak heresy. With a sudden change in mannerism and a few muttering words, the thing taking on Suji Akutsuki's appearance crumbles. Behind the melting figure stands another person who had not been in there a moment ago. He appears to be a young man around the same age as Yukon and his friends. What appears to be what appears to be a Yasogami High uniform is tied to his waist. What could this mean? Is he another student at the school? A pair of scars crosses his face, and he smirks while toying with the two swords he carries at his waist.
Who are you?
So everybody connected to Kirijo's here, huh? The looks on your faces are hilarious. You talk the big talk, but deep down, you were totally freaking out over old Ikutsuki-chan. I couldn't see your faces in person last time, though. You remember, don't you? It was when I took control of that scrap like the puppet it is.
You were behind the abduction of Labris then.
Yeah, it was a crazy performance, huh? That weapon took a lot of whipping.
I will hit you so hard.
You need an introduction or something? My name's Sho Minazuki, and I'm behind all this. Welcome to my world, Kirijo lackeys.
Sho Minazuki?
Sho Minazuki. That name sounds familiar. It was the name the data that Kiku-san gave me before she descended on this town. A name from Suji Akutsuki's files. It seems this young man has a connection to Ergo research after all.
What is the meaning of this? What are you setting us all up like this for?
Huh? What are you whining about, you little shit? I was letting you have some fun. It's a little entertainment. Oh, and I guess I do have a score to settle with you. Ikutsuki was my dad, after all.
Dad? That's impossible.
You're lying. He didn't have any kids.
Doesn't matter. I'm still gonna kill you all.
The young man draws his swords, and the light glints off them. His eyes gleam with glee, the mania of madness. So this man, he's the one behind this entire case.
Toying with people and hurting them like this. What are you trying to accomplish?
Huh?
I've had enough. If you're hurting from your dad being killed, I get that. But is this the only way you can deal with it? Labris. Mitsuru-san's people are risking their lives to try to end this tragedy themselves. They're doing their best to take responsibility for what happened. And I already know that your Ikutsuki guy lied to Mitsuru-san, betrayed them, and...
Shut up, you goddamn puppet! You've never even met him, so enough with your shit! Or what? You gonna lecture me like you're a real person? What a joke.
You bastard!
But don't get the wrong idea now. I already told you that I don't give two shits about Ikutsuki. He used me and threw me away, that asshole. It doesn't matter. See, all you bastards are in my way. Every single living thing is in my way. Every goddamn thing!
What are you talking about? That's just insane!
I'm insane? It's this world that's insane. All this bullshit about the power of friendship and close bonds and whatever. It's a pile of garbage. Trash! Bastards, die! Just go away forever, goddammit!
Well, someone failed his trust exams.
I'll get rid of every last one of you. I'll annihilate you along with this entire world!
My heart hurts. I wonder why. I sense a resonance of the plume of a plume of dusk from the young man, and it's giving off emotion. Hatred. Hatred? No. Sadness? He wants the world, he wants the world, but at the same time rejects it. This intense mixture of solitude with despair and yearning. I felt this.
I know this emotion. Labrys? He doesn't truly hate the world. What he really feels is... Labrys-san, look out!
Koromaru-san tackles me and I fall sideways. A giant knife is vibrating in the floor, right where I had been standing only seconds ago.
Don't say another word, you failure. What a drag. I'm tired of this. Well, I've already got enough persona fragments anyway.
Persona fragments? Wait, do you mean...
Persona fragments. Those are the same words General Teddy used earlier. The young man calling himself the mastermind behind all this. The fake inks whose sole purpose is to fight us. The flakes of light emerging from the defeated shadows. All of those now make sense to me. Most likely the rest of us are feeling the same way. Sho is gathering persona fragments by making us fight our doubles. The moment we all reach that conclusion, Sho pulls out a small box and holds it before us.
Time to get the real show started. Here's a question for you. What do you think this is?
Is that the remote Akutsuki was using when he controlled Aigis?
No. Stop him!
Too late. Activating the anti-shadow suppression weapon, Labrys.
I feel a sudden snap within me. Suddenly, I lose control over my entire body. At the same time, my consciousness begins to fade, as if I'm being painted over by something else. It's that infernal device that took over my body and forced me to hurt the others, just like the other day. It gnaws at my mechanical body, and all my self-control begins to slip away.
Labrys!
Labrys!
This is fun! Oh, by the way, I didn't stick a device in it or anything to do this. A weapon is there to be controlled, so, of course, there's a remote control. It's been built into that thing from the very beginning. I told you I'd destroy everything, right? Friendship, what a joke. One push of a button, and it all means nothing!
Sister, please pull yourself together.
I scream internally at myself to stop, but my arm swings my axe at Aigis and sends her flying away.
Now! You just won't die, will ya? That's not good enough! Damn it!
Koromaru-san leaps at Sho and tries to snatch the box away from him. Yukon and his friends follow, but Sho deals with them all in a single strike. This boy is strong.
Not one of you's coming to help, huh? You couldn't anyway. My remote controller's more of a remote control her. Kidding!
Ugh. And we'll be dealing with that a lot come P3R.
Now, Labrys, kill the scion of Kirijo first. You specialize in tearing apart your companions, right?
Sho jumps back to a safe distance, then sends me in order to do just that. My legs move against my will and send me towards the crucified Mitsuru.
No, I'm not your puppet. I have a heart of my own.
A heart? Like I give a crap. You Want me to erase all that too, then?
He manipulates the small box again with a raucous laugh. The power restraining me intensifies, and I feel myself slipping away against the torrent of commands blasting into my mind. The blade of my axe is against the crop Mitsuru-san is bound to.
Stop! Stop! Please! No! Labrys!
Damn it, you son of a bitch! If it's tough for you to hurt your companions, then I'll blast your consciousness into nothing! So hurry up and kill them!
An even more forceful command overtakes me. Mitsuru-san, Yu-kun, Ken-kun, Yukari-san, Chie, everyone. I desperately hold on. I try desperately to hold on to my thoughts, but it's mercilessly torn away. I lose all feeling from the weight of my axe in my hands, and my vision begins to waver. I'm going to destroy those I hold dear again.
Labrys, don't give up! Believe in yourself!
The last thing I see through my fading consciousness is Yukon. I don't want to feel this way ever again. I don't want to give up. I won't. And just like that, a sound rings out, and darkness envelops me. Did my consciousness shut off? No, even in darkness, I'm still awake. That's a familiar sound. Whose voice is that? I hear a familiar laugh in the distance. I can see who it is. I can't see who it is, but I know that voice.
A heart? What a lame ass. Just like always. You're the other me. That's right. I am you. I'm the you within yourself that you keep a lid on.
I become terribly confused in the darkness. My shadow, the existence that should have melted away and become a part of me when I accepted it. She stands before me, looking exactly the same as she did before.
I don't think you really understand. Well, I'm in a good mood, so I'll make an exception and tell you. Your body is special. You have 2 memory banks. One for yourself. Another, a black box that would allow you to absorb the memories of the other Labrys units when you killed them and took their name. It was such a surprise. Thanks to that, even after I became one with you, my personality was preserved in it. Oh, this is amazing. It's pounding with the resonations of the plume of dust.
She gazes upwards with an ecstatic expression, then looks to me and seductively licks her lips.
I've been waiting all this time for your will to weaken. And now this body is finally mine! What? It's about time you ended this. Believe in your friends? Look where that got you. Am I right? Don't you hate him? Don't you wanna destroy him? Enough of this bullshit about bonds and camaraderie. All you have to do is destroy everything. Put that gigantic axe on your back to use.
Huh? What?
Labrys!
Hey, you piece of junk! Can't you follow the simplest order properly? How broken are you?
Follow orders? That voice. Kiss my skinny little ass, you cunt kid. As if I listened to whatever crap you ordered me to do.
Yep, we morbed.
Labrys? I can destroy whatever I want. That includes whiny brats like you who try to get in my way and order me around.
You piece of junk! You call me a brat, but you're no different! I mean, what the hell are you?
Carrot brat! Labrys has turned into a really bad girl.
That's Labrys' shadow. I thought she had disappeared.
The explosion of emotions had pushed my consciousness back to the surface. The darkness disappears and my vision returns. But still, I can't will my limbs to follow my commands. I'm not in control of myself, but the other me is. The emotions running wild within me are out of my control, and my body won't accept my commands.
Crap. So wiping out the rational mind made its true self show up? Goddamn shitty robot, it's completely useless!
Cut the crap, brat! Come at me! Come, Persona! Asterius!
Seriously? She can even summon that cow monster from before? Wait, did she just call it her persona?
Little... What the hell's going on here?
What do you expect, Ariadne? That little thing isn't worthy of being my partner.
The giant bull Asterius roars. Show, now facing the full wrath of my shadows and its uninhibited urge to kill, draws his swords with almost annoyed sneer.
You better watch out. I'm no ordinary shadow. I'm finally free. Free to wreak as much havoc as I want.
I have never gotten the hang of Shadow Labrys, but here we go.
Finally. Fight!
I'll make you cry! Bullshit! There, yeah? Bullshit!
Not a bad first run. Oh, I am still getting slowdown. I don't know why.
Shit! You broke the goddamn remote! What the hell are you, damn it?
Oh, what's wrong, little boy? Don't tell me you're done already. I'm not even close to being satisfied. Is that the real Labrys?
No. That's her suppressed emotions running wild. That show guy brought this on himself. He couldn't have known something like this would happen with Labrys' memories.
But this is bad.
Yeah, she was already a handful when we all went up against her. This is gonna be even worse now. Damn it.
I guess I should put an end to you now. How do you want it? Ah, yes. You wanted me there tearing you apart, didn't you?
You monster. Try it if you can. You're not worth my time, but I don't care anymore. I'll do everything in my power to destroy you!
Stop, Labrys! You've done enough!
Don't do it! He's not worth it!
Out of my way, you bastards. I don't need more of your friendship games from last time.
No! If you're seriously gonna do this, then you've gotta get past us.
What are you doing? It's too dangerous! Get away from her!
I'm sorry, Akihiko-san, but we can't back down from this.
We're Labrys' friends! We could never let her accept this fate!
Huh. We're not sticking up for this guy, but we'll never let one of our friends become a murderer.
She put her weapon down. This is more garbage. Do whatever you want, you idiots.
This place. What's happened to me? You.
I've had enough of this shit. I'm not dealing with it anymore.
Huh? You're giving control of my body back to me?
You're the one who likes playing house.
The darkness returns, and she brusquely turns her back to me. Silence fills the area for a moment, and then I suddenly realize something. She used a persona a moment ago. It's true that she looked and acted the same as when she was as a true shadow, but I can't tell. She was, I was fighting with the controlled powers of her persona. I was fighting with the controlled powers of a persona just now. It may sound the same, but it's different. But it's different. That wasn't a shadow running berserk. Because I accepted myself, I was able to attain a persona. Maybe the same could be said about.
You actually. You did that to help me. Thank you.
Shut up. Just take over for me already.
The other me mutters something. I can't hear what she says, but I can tell what she wanted to say. Yeah, don't worry. You're me and I'm you. You do remember what I feel, huh? She is always sleeping inside of me, even though she said she had forcefully taken over my body. I feel a kind of relief.
Labrys!
Labrys, are you alright?
I sense myself returning into the real world, as if the familiar voices are guiding me back. My vision slowly brightens.
Kun? Everyone.
She's back to herself?
Yeah, I remember. My other half saved me, and everyone else brought me back to myself. And with that, I look over towards the young man before me. There's an unmistakable reaction of a plume of dust coming from within him. That plume of dust conveys an intense message to me. Now that I've been reunited with the other me hidden in the darkness of my mind, I know for certain what it's conveying.
You're actually lonely deep down, aren't you? You don't like being alone.
Labrys?
Now what? Are you even more broken now? You think I'm lonely? If you're that mixed up, maybe destroying you would be doing you a favor.
I was like you once. You just haven't realized what's in your heart. It's 'cause no one ever accepted you for who you are.
Huh? Labrys, what are you saying? That guy...
I know, but I understand his feelings too. He was raised by this Akutsuki guy, but when Akutsuki died, he was just thrown out into the world. You can't bear to live in this world, so you want to tear it down around you. But isn't that just something you're telling yourself? Even I found a home with Mitsuru-san and them. If you just opened up your heart, you could live in this world. You could have friends.
Shut up. Shut up, shut up, shut up! What the hell are you yapping about, you stupid puppet?
His fit of anger cuts off suddenly, and he falls unnaturally silent. Did he faint? We look around at each other in confusion, and when his drooping head slowly rises, his crimson eyes staring fixedly at us.
What is this? My legs!
I can't... not this power again! Damn it! This can't be...
This power...
I can't move, and it's not just me this time. Everyone seems to be held in place due to some power. The young man slowly and calmly looks over at us. His eyes and the cross-shaped scar between them gleam red, like a silent burning flame.
Stop putting useless ideas in his head. Do you intend to destroy him? Allow me to reintroduce myself. I am Minazuki. Sho Minazuki.
I am the one who will grant this boy his wish.
What happened to this guy? He seems completely different now.
Wait, I sense the plume of dusk. Who are you?
I have no need to explain. This boy yearned for me, and I awakened within him. That is all.
A moment ago, the young man had been increasingly agitated, shouting like a child having a temper tantrum. All of a sudden, he is calm and speaks with a measured tone.
Whatever you're doing to us, is this another of your powers?
Oh, don't get me wrong. This power doesn't belong to me. I'm only borrowing it.
Borrowing?
The place is shaking. This isn't good.
The building's creaking.
It's about time everything was ready. This is all thanks to you, so thank you. I have gathered enough persona fragments.
What was all this fighting for? What are you going to do?
It's simple. I borrowed power to envelop this town in red fog and make you fight against your fakes. It was all to carve off of your personas.
Huh? Carving our personas?
That's right. Our bait truly came in handy. All that's left is to awaken that thing.
So it's like we thought. This town feels like it's in the dark hour. And there's a tower similar to Tartarus. You're going to try to awaken death, just like Yakutski.
Ah, not precisely. What I'm trying to awaken is not the same thing you fought against. I will grant this boy his wish and create his world.
This boy, his world. He speaks as if he's talking about someone else. The way he's speaking and staring at it is completely different from how he'd been only a moment ago. As if he is now a completely different person. Wait, a different person? Could it be?
Damn it. If only I could move.
I'll be going now. There are still some finishing touches that must be made. You are free to come after me, but your missing friends are in danger. It would be wiser to go and rescue them.
The young man who called himself Minozaki leaps away with inhuman agility, landing in front of the giant door. After glancing back at us, he turns away and calmly leaves the room. At that moment, the mysterious power that kept us frozen stops, and we finally regain control of our bodies.
Wait!
I call out in a fruitless attempt to pursue him before another present shows up on my radar. It's not one of my friends. It's
Yukiko? No, that's a fake Yukiko-san.
Hey, yeah. It's not just her. What have Risei and Naoto been up to? Minazuki just said that they're in danger.
Before you worry about that, you have to deal with me. Now, bring on the rain!
when the fake raises its arms, the usual red pillars descend and form barriers around us. No, I won't be able to. I won't be able to pursue Minazuki now. He also said that our friends are in danger. Mitsuru-san is on the cross. Yukon and his friends are wounded, and we have no idea what kind of problems Naoto-kun and the other who aren't here are facing right now either. In any case, we have to hurry after Shokun and quickly as possible, rescue the others and put this place to rest. I pull my axe from my back and turn around in reaction to Koromaru-san's bark. I found a place for myself among the shadow operatives. They're my comrades, and they feel the same for me as I do for them. They line up beside me. That's right. I'm not alone anymore. Tempting. But we missed out on playing Akihiko last time.